Let's cut the open cup.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Open Puck Podcast.
Wow. All right.
Welcome to the Open Cup Podcast. I'm Kory, the lead roaster here at Coffee Mania in Cortland. I'm joined here today by Craig.
Hi.
And Missy.
Hi.
What's up, Missy?
Not too much. I'm excited to cup some coffee here with you guys today.
Yeah, we're glad to have you on. Missy brought us this coffee. Craig will tell us about it because that's his job.
So, Missy brought us some coffee in September, and as is on brand for us, we wait way too long to cup coffee. This is from Working Class Coffee in Canandaigua, New York. This is the first coffee I've ever had from them. I love Canandaigua. It's such a darling town. And the coffee we're going to taste today is Hometown Rodeo Roast. I love the bag artwork. It is a cowboy skeleton riding a jackalope.
Yeah, that artwork is exactly the aesthetic of my Monday night tabletop role-playing RPG character, so I am a big fan.
That's fantastic. So you picked this coffee up when you were out driving around.
Yeah, so I was driving through Canandaigua and found this place, kind of sort of industrial, neat-looking building. I was able to talk to the owner, super nice guy. Had a mocha. The mocha was good. Didn't they have some food there? Food looked good, but I didn't have time for that.
Can't
but
stop.
I did.
Can't have food everywhere you go.
Can't have food everywhere you go.
Right.
But you know what? Grab a bag of coffee, and I'm excited to try it.
I am too.
And who doesn't like a bag with the jackalope, honestly?
Yeah, I know. I do love jackalopes. I stayed in a hotel once that had a bunch of wall art that was all jackalopes.
That rules.
It does. Yes, it was. Yeah, that is the. Don't remember the name of the hotel. It's at Denver's Union Station. Shout out to Denver's Union Station, I guess.
Not a shout out to the Denver airport, though.
No,
There's
no.
weird things happening at the Denver airport.
We can talk about that. There's a lot going on there.
But
I
mean, if you're going through Denver, go through Union Station, but maybe don't go through the airport.
I think it's hard to avoid going through the airport if you're flying to Denver.
Yeah.
But you could drive. You could fly into Cheyenne, Wyoming, which is a way smaller airport.
Guys, if you don't know anything about the Denver area airport, you're going to want to look that up on the TikToks.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Look it up on the TikToks, the most reliable source of information on the internet.
Does it say, Craig, what kind of coffee we have in these cups?
Yeah, so it looks like the Hometown Rodeo Roast is a Guatemalan and Colombia blend. They're both washed coffees. Looks like kind of a medium-ish roast. Smells very reasonable. I'm getting a little chocolate out of that. Of course, I always get a little chocolate out of coffee because I feel like chocolate is in every coffee.
I get a little chocolate as often as I can.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
Wherever you can find it.
Yeah.
Am I getting, like, peanut? Some
I can
weird
see that,
sort
yeah.
of peanut?
Like
peanut butter?
Peanut in the shell. Like it's a little butter, popcorn maybe.
Oh, wow.
Maybe that's why I'm getting the peanut butter. I'm getting some sort of peanutty, buttery...
Yeah, it has a nice, like, I don't know, almost savory...
Mm-hmm.
I definitely see the peanut.
Yep. I just tore through a whole bag of shelled peanuts over the last couple days, and it is one of my favorite snacks. So messy, though. You should see the area around my desk.
It looks
But
like
it's
a
weird
Texas
because
Roadhouse.
you do get like a slight fruity type of thing too.
Yeah.
Like peanut butter and jelly sandwich on whole wheat bread.
Oh,
Wow.
bring it on.
Yeah. Heidelberg.
Heidelberg. Shout out to Heidelberg bread.
Yep.
Oh, the best bread,
Potential
honestly.
sponsor, Heidelberg, top shelf bread.
Yeah.
I do
Well,
love
this
Heidelberg.
smells good. I'm really excited to try this.
Well, this is the 6th coffee I've cupped today.
Yeah.
And now that we're talking about Heidelberg, I'm getting really hungry.
I'm super hungry.
I just want a Heidelberg grilled tomato and cheese right
Oh,
now.
that sounds
come
super
on.
good.
You're
yeah.
killing me.
I've actually been craving tuna melts, so I could...
I've got 3 hours until I allow myself to eat because of my intermittent fasting regime I'm on.
Well, in one of those hours, run to the store and grab some Heidelberg
Yeah.
cheese, and I'll make us grilled cheeses.
I love that.
Okay. Don't threaten me with a good time. Now that your
It's-
schedule's been cleared a little bit for the day.
What is-
Okay.
man, there's some sweetness there that I'm trying to pinpoint.
Is it apricot?
Maybe.
Some sort of stone fruit?
I was gonna say
plum?
I was leaning towards pear, but I don't think it's quite pear. So I am. Yeah, I see.
But you know, is the fruity part a little
Star
flowery?
fruit?
Is there a little flowery?
Yeah,
fruity, you
there's some
think?
Maybe
floral.
it's star fruit.
Oh, wow.
Maybe it's cherry blossom.
I couldn't even tell you what a star
I
fruit.
lived in Costa Rica for a very brief time. It was a couple months, and we had a star fruit tree, bush, shrub, plant
That's rad.
in our backyard, and so star fruit stayed with me.
Wow, that's really cool.
I love starfruit.
That's very
I
good.
don't even know if I like star fruit.
I'll buy you starfruit too.
Okay, we'll do that. I'm really trying to get into fruits. All right, I'm gonna start the timer and pour some water.
Otherwise, we're going to stand here and talk about food for the rest of the day.
I know. I have to get my mind right off of that as I pour water all over the table. Also, thank you. Look at this. Almost enough water in the kettle. Yep, we're good to
perfect.
go. Okay.
Right,
All
you
right.
nailed that.
Well, speaking of Heidelberg bread, we used to get that. Well, we still get it.
That smells really
But when the
nice.
kids were young, they were like, it's the angry woman bread. Because, well, and as I have gotten older, I've understood that the woman is not angry. She's just weathered.
Stoic.
Yeah, stoic.
Yeah.
She's serious about bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's serious about bread.
Like we're serious about coffee.
And she's probably been worn down by life.
Yeah, you don't see me smiling on the packaging of our coffees.
I wish we did. Oh, you know what? I'm an imbecile and I didn't start the timer yet, so we're gonna. I can't even.
It looks like it's going to take you 4 minutes to punch in your passcode.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna subtract a minute off that
Cool, great.
minute of talking about bread. Ugh.
I really like the way this smells with the water on it. It has
Yeah.
brightened up immensely, and it's nice and juicy.
Yep.
You know, usually I feel like when we add the water, it takes things down a notch, which is like it's never. When I smell something dry, it always lends this huge expectation, and then I feel like we add water and it takes it down. But I think you're right. I think with this
Yeah,
coffee,
this
it
has
has
opened
opened
right
it
up.
up.
It has. I get a little bit of tobacco in a good way out of this.
I wouldn't know because I'm a baby nerd
Yeah.
who's never had a tobacco.
You know what? It's not a good time to start now.
No, it's
Don't start with the tobacco.
I mean, we can have a grilled cheese, a starfruit, and a cigarette today.
that would be quite a day.
Yeah. You come home.
What did you do today at work? Well, I tried something new.
Started smoking. Yeah. The wife would love that.
Yeah, that'd put me right in the hospital with my terrible asthma and allergy
Ugh.
life. So
Yeah.
now I'll stick with the grilled cheese and the angry woman bread.
Yeah, this smells really good. I'm
Hell, I'll break my fast early if we're making grilled cheese. That's all I got to say about that. All right.
Some
So,
sharp cheddar and some apple slices. That's
yeah.
or like some goat cheese with cran
Okay.
raisins on it.
All right, buddy. We gotta stop talking.
We
about
gotta podcast to
man.
record.
All right, so we have about a minute and 20 seconds left here.
Smells just lovely. I mean, I get a little like rose.
Oh wow.
remember I said
Yeah,
flowery
yeah,
on the
you did,
smell.
yeah.
Like my mind wanted to go to like cherry blossoms or
Yeah. Or like
almost like a honeysuckle.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to that.
Are you really?
I'm allergic to everything
How do you
that's
know?
outdoors. Because when I go for runs and I pass honeysuckle, I then have to call out of work the next day because I
Wow.
can't breathe or live.
Tell you what, if I go for a run, I'm gonna have to call out of work. If I'm running,
Yeah,
you
I
guys
just-
better
There better
run,
be
too.
somebody after
I
you.
distinctly remember a couple of years ago sending you a picture of me with my eyes swollen shut saying, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be there today. And that was because I went for a run on the Dryden Rail Trail and passed some honeysuckle.
Wow.
And yeah, that was it.
I couldn't identify honeysuckle in the wild.
If I'm running, I'm probably running through Denver Airport.
Yeah, right? Fair.
From the ghosts,
Yeah, from the
The-
freaking Illuminati.
the haunted horse.
Not there's anything
That's
wrong
the one
with
with
the Illuminati.
the crazy horse statue, right?
Yeah, that fell on
Okay,
the
yeah.
guy that
Yeah.
built it. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff there. The secret underground lair where everyone's going to go. So I'm guessing by my timer that it's probably time to break. So
I'm getting a little like, as it sits here a little longer, I'm getting like dark chocolate and like graham too.
Oh,
Like
graham.
graham cracker.
do love me some graham cracker.
There's a lot to talk about in this coffee. I'm really excited about it. I feel like a lot of the times with Guatemalans, I get this too, where it's like there's just there's like every smell that you've ever smelled is in a Guatemalan coffee.
Right. I gotta agree with you on that. Yeah. So upon break, it definitely. I mean, it's cool. Cupping coffee is great because it changes every time you give it a little time or break it or touch it with your spoon, and it's different. And every time we cup, we learn something about coffee, and I love that.
When you said touch it with your spoon, I thought you were going to say touch it with your spleen, and I was like, oh, I can't do that.
So just so our listeners know, Kory doesn't have a spleen.
I was allergic to my spleen, so I had to get rid of it.
To be fair, all of our listeners already know that you don't have a
Yeah,
spleen.
all of our listener knows I had my spleen
Yeah.
removed.
Yep.
I also want to point out that we did not make Missy stand in Jessica's trash can today.
Yeah.
We moved it.
Yep.
That was really nice, guys. Thank you.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. It's time for the first sip.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, that is good. I get a bit of like ginger. Maybe?
I see that. I will say that this coffee has taken me down a different path every step of the way.
I agree.
The dry led me to believe it was going to smell like something, like one thing, and then when it was wet, I went somewhere else, and now I'm in a completely different third direction.
That's great. It's what we call
100%.
three-dimensional coffee.
It's not what I would call a coffee you can trust, where you get the same notes through and through,
Right.
but it is certainly a coffee that I enjoy.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, trust is not necessarily a good attribute when it comes to coffee.
Well, I feel like we touched on this in our last episode, where we're learning not to trust our instincts anymore.
Yeah, I have no instincts.
Wow, we just leveled up as a podcast where this is like a direct sequel.
Yeah, yeah. You have to listen to them in order now, people.
Yeah, get ready. We're going to start making obscure references to our own dumb jokes.
Yep, it's kind of like a, oh, hell, I don't know what I was going to say.
Long form comedy.
Yes, long form comedy is really my career goal.
It's maybe giving us more credit than we deserve.
Long form comedy was my nickname in high school.
This is lighter than I anticipated it being.
Agree. I would say that the coffee that we're tasting does embody the essence of the cowboy lifestyle, as you're saying on the bag. We are saddling up, grabbing a mug, and letting the rich aroma and smooth taste take us on a journey through the untamed West.
We've been on a journey with this coffee for sure.
We have.
For sure.
We have. Yeehaw.
My weed's been tumbled.
Yeah. No, super good. I think these guys are doing a great job. I can't wait for the next time I go to Canandaigua so I can stop in on them. It's been a hot minute since I've been there. Super nice hotel there that we stayed at. I don't remember what it's called. The Lake House, maybe? I'm just making that up. I don't know. That wasn't the place of the jackalopes.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice cup.
Yeah, I like it. I would say that if you are in Canandaigua anytime soon, you should stop in on these guys, have some food, and a cup of this coffee.
Working class coffee.
Yep. Awesome.
Thanks for bringing it.
Thanks for
Missy.
having me, guys.
Thanks for being
Yeah,
here.
thanks for coming.
I can finally take these assless chaps off now that we're done drinking our
Aren't all
cowboy
chaps
coffee.
assless, though? Missy would know the answer to that, I feel like.
Yes, all chaps are in fact assless.
Yeah. Well, I guess I paid extra for nothing then.
Yeah, you did.
All right. Still no outro, so bye.
Bye.
Bye.